I was never going to be a men's physique.
Didn't have much of an off season.
I like his physique better.
I'm always very energetic. I will have to put me as one of the greatest.
Mr. Olympia was won by the back.
All right, and one more thing I want to ask you about this. What is your take on pre-workouts? Do you rely on pre-workout? Do you take it, and do you really need it to have a good workout?
So I think if a pre-workout is formulated well, it's absolutely needed. You know, citrulline, agmatine, norvaline, like some of them have BCAAs, stuff for pump, and those ingredients I mentioned, and the list goes on. They're very, very beneficial. I think 100% yes. I think it's very beneficial to take them. I do take pre-workouts, but it depends on the individual as far as a stimulant. You know, I used to take really, really strong, hardcore pre-workouts, and they would like take me somewhere else mentally. It was like a nootropic. It felt like you were doing some underground drugs, and a lot of them are illegal now. But look, I trained harder and for longer, but again, they can burn you out long term. So those definitely help. The high stimulant pre-workouts help a lot when you're low calorie and you're drained. But for whatever reason, maybe I'm getting older, I can't handle those anymore. So like I take regular pre-workout with under 300 milligrams of caffeine, or sometimes I'll do stim-free pre-workout. But I think pre-workouts, if they're formulated well, can be extremely beneficial. But it depends. Like some guys just take them because they're very, very high in stimulant, like really high caffeine. Some of them, they have some ingredients that aren't exactly legal. And those they really work, man. They push you really hard. You can lift a little heavier and you can lift for a little longer, but you don't want to take those all year round because you'll become dependent on them and they will burn you out.
Mm-hmm. So you started your career as a men's physique competitor. Now you graduated to men's classic. Looking at men's physique right now and the division how it's progressing, and especially the 2020 Olympia, how do you feel about the division? Do you feel like it gotten better since you left it? How do you feel about its, where it's going into the future as well?
I feel like every other division and like everything, like even like supercars, it's evolved, you know. Back in the day, even before I started, men's physique was just like a beach body. It was like, hey, I look like this all year round. Now these guys are mini bodybuilders, you know. I think they're awesome, you know. They're shredded, they're big, they're full. It's not an easy class. It's not an easy lineup. Genetics is a huge factor. These guys, some of them like the V taper and the proportions they have, if you don't have that, there's nothing you can do. Whereas bodybuilding, genetics matter too, but I feel like you can manipulate your shape and your structure with gaining size and making certain body parts bigger. But with men's physique, if you don't have that taper and that small waist, you just can't compete with the top guys. They're absolute freaks.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that in the future, do you think they will get bigger or more muscular, or do you feel like they're going to regulate it and basically?
No, I don't think. I don't think they've gotten much bigger in the past couple of years. Do you?
Not in the past, maybe a couple of years, but since let's say 2013, possibly.
Yeah, they blew up since 2013, but no, I don't think they're going to get bigger. Also, there's a lot of guys that came onto the scene that had the shorter, more compact physiques, and those guys look huge, but they're not. They're not big at all. You know, even like Jeremy, they're not huge guys, but the illusion of the round muscle bellies and the tiny, tiny joints makes them look big. But no, I don't think it's going to get bigger at all.